Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Raveen, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Thoughts podcast. How is your week, Vereen?
Hello. My week. I think it's quite a good week. I've been learning a lot from my current job.
Oh yes. How is the new job thing for you right now? Like, is it still fresh and exciting, or have you started to feel a bit burned out? Like, yeah.
I think it's still fresh and exciting though. Because I think probably because I haven't learned all the stuff that this job might need me to do. There's always still something new for me.
All right, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but
I'm happy to hear that. Yeah.
But sometimes it's
But mainly, I believe. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I think I'll just finish my sentence in this case. So yeah, I believe mainly it's because that you're still interested in this job. So whatever that they are offering, whatever learning opportunity they are offering to you is still fresh for you. It's still something that you actually want. Is it because of that?
Yeah. And also I believe because I think I don't have enough knowledge. Yeah, which makes me have the thoughts of I need to always learn. Yeah. And
okay, so
it
that's
makes the
interesting. So
whole-
basically, that's you kind of have the internal motivation to just keep learning. You just like kind of enjoy learning and all that.
I can say yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's actually a very good attitude. I really like that. Happy for you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Someone reminded me that I must ask about his day. Yeah. Okay. So how's your day? How's your day or your week?
Otherwise, you just wouldn't ask it. Sometimes you just be like, oh, and you just go silent like that. Like, oh, okay, I'm not not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna look at Andrew and wait for him to continue the whole conversation. I'm gonna start a topic or something like that. But yes, yeah. So specifically, for this week, let's talk about the bad stuff first, because like the bad stuff kind of lead to the good stuff. So, last week I talked about how I rested. I think I talked about this. So how I rested for one full week without doing much. And then this week I actually procrastinated a lot. Yes, I procrastinated a lot. So what I mainly do every day is I have to write scripts, I have to edit videos, edit podcasts, upload them, schedule them and all this. So basically prepare futures videos and podcasts beforehand. But podcast, that is totally fine. Video is, I struggled a bit because I was working on a review of the Sony WF-1000 XM4, the active noise cancelling earbuds. It's like so cool. Like this is kind of a contract I made to myself. So since I allowed myself to buy this, I must make a review. I must make value out of it. I can't just buy it because it's like
Because you want it.
Cancelling earbuds is like the best. Yes, I can't just buy it because I want it. So I kind of made sure that I will commit into making a review video, a review for this product. And so I did. I recorded everything and that, but then I found out that I want to make a few parts. So I want to record a few videos from my phone and edit into a videos as part of the footage. But I'm just so lazy into doing that.
Why?
Yeah, I mean it's something that I never. I kind of figured out why I didn't want to do it. It's mainly because I've never done this before, so I just didn't want to do it. It's like, when you have never done something before, you just think that it is for some reason 1,000 times harder. But when you actually accomplish it, it's actually very easy. I fully understand that, but I have to say that I just don't have enough discipline to force myself to do that. So I think I should have done this on like Tuesday, and then I only got it completed yesterday on Friday. But luckily between that, because that was the video which I'm supposed to upload exactly today, so 28th of August. So that's actually the priority video which I should edit it, but then I didn't do that, and I did the videos which will be uploaded on 1st of September and 4th of September. Luckily I've done that, but still, this video has to be uploaded today, so yeah, I got it done to yesterday, and then just now before this podcast, I scheduled it online. So yeah, I think halfway through the podcast, it will just automatically get published and all that. Yeah, luckily I actually done that yesterday. So yes, because usually I rest on a Friday, and because I knew that I haven't got this done, so Friday I decided not to make myself rest. I will work on it. But in fact, throughout the 8 hours from from around 10 to 6, I never worked on any sort of editing. I think I opened up Premiere Pro and I just left it there.
Okay.
I plugged in my hard disk onto my laptop and I opened up Premiere Pro and I just left it there. Yeah, I felt I'm really a king of procrastination, but yeah, I'm still trying to. I think it's just a discipline thing. I just have to make myself do it. So the whole evening pass, I even spent half of my evening clearing out stuff. Yeah, but I think that's okay, because before I was clearing out stuff from my wardrobe. Since I'm leaving for UK, I just want to clear out stuff, donate some of them. So before that, I was literally lying on my sofa, wasting time. Yeah, being a waste man, thinking like I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to edit videos. I don't want to do anything else that I should be doing. So yeah, at least I got myself into doing some active work, which is clearing out stuff. So I'm quite kind of grateful that I completed like, I think 60% of that. So yeah, but after that, at least that work gave me some satisfaction that, oh, I can do work. I did something that I should be doing. So after dinner, I went on to my workstation. I shouldn't work after 8, and then I just like worked on that video, edited, and got it done by around 10 something. Yeah, even though I'm supposed to sleep at 10:30. So yeah, because I've completed this, I completed all the thumbnails and all that. So all the 3 videos are now ready to be uploaded. I decided not to just go to sleep. I was like, since it's I don't necessarily need to wake up early on a Saturday. Since Saturday I'm doing qigong, and qigong is basically like a kind of, I'm not sure if it's considered martial arts, but it's more on like breathing exercise and all that. So I mainly work on qigong and a longer period of meditation. So I don't necessarily need to wake up early. So yeah, I'm thinking like, let's just stay up late and then watch movie, like what I used to do back when I was in high school. And yes, I did that. So for some reason,
he posted a tweet.
Yeah. Did you know how I posted that tweet? I posted that on my MacBook because actually I think you can see that, because I turned off my phone. But I'll go in depth about that phone thing, I think, in the insights section today. So something I've learned. Yeah, but yeah, for some reason, like I don't know why this period of time I'm just very, very into like teenage romance. I'm not sure why. So yeah, last week I watched the teenage romance movie by not by something. I actually don't know who made that movie, but it's a Japanese teenage romance movie. And this week yesterday I watched 2 teenage romance movie. American based teenage romance movie. Yeah, they are like continuation. They are like the second and the third sequel to one of the movies. So
okay.
yeah, I pretty much enjoyed it. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's because like I'm kind of heading for a huge change in my life where I'm like heading to UK. So yeah, those, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it because like I feel like since it's a bit sad that I'm going to UK and then like we are going for a long distance relationship and all that. So I'm like reminiscing on all this teenage romance stuff. I'm not sure is it about it. I haven't fully figured this out. I really want to figure out why suddenly I am so into all this stuff, and then I kind of teared up a bit at certain parts of the movie. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I'll say, I mean, yesterday's movies are good, but it's not those that I particularly like, because it's like a happy ending, which doesn't happen to most stories in life. Like I mean it's you'd be happy because it's a happy ending, but then I kind of prefer more realistic approach to movies right now. Like, so if the romance comes with a sad ending where they broke up or something, I'm okay with that because I understand that. it's normal for people to just break up and all that. So, but not necessarily I want to watch a movie with a good ending. Like I good or bad, I still appreciate it. Yeah. The Japan teenage romance movie is actually a bit sad, but yeah, I like that. For some reason,
for movie ending, I think I am quite different from you because of course I know that in life there's a lot of bad ending and all. Yeah, but and I truly understand and accept that. But I know this is a movie, and so I hope somehow it's a happy ending that brings positivity. Yeah, but of course I know not all relationship in the
that would be false positivity, isn't it? Wouldn't that be like kind of false positivity in a sense? Sometimes you just definitely know that. You do remember the movie which I say is like a bit dumb. That's like so dumb like the one we watched in cinema. That teenage romance, that is just so dumb. Those are 100% false positivity, I'd say.
I agree that it's very dumb.
Yeah, but that's like false positivity, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like since it's like so dumb. Yeah, I'll say that yesterday's one, at least they brought up some message. One of them they talked about. Oh, I literally remember this line. So they're talking about. It sounds a bit weird. Yeah, I think the quote is something like this. Sometimes it takes a kiss on the wrong man to understand who you actually love. Oh my god. I'm not sure, do you understand that?
What, can you repeat again?
Sometimes it takes a kiss on the wrong man to understand who you actually love.
Okay.
So you kind of kiss on the wrong person, then you finally understand that who you actually love. Yeah. So like that's kind of like this the first sequel, and then the subsequent sequel. They talk about how yeah, I think in relationship it's sometimes about growth and all this. Yeah, you can't just like be at where you are, like about acceptance and something like that. Yeah, something like that. So I kind of like both of them.
So you had a great night, like not night, midnight.
Yes, beyond. Because one thing I know is that since I'll be sleeping late, I don't want to wake up early, so I might as well just complete my qigong beforehand. So after I finished the first sequel, I had my 20-minute qigong session, then I continued my second movie. And then, yeah, because the second movie I couldn't play it on my TV, so I had to watch it on my MacBook, and it's the first time I'm actually using my earbuds to watch this movie, and then it was like it blew my mind, man, because wow, it's actually such a good experience watching movies with earbuds on. It's like bam, the sound quality is so good and stuff, and then yeah, you can hear the stereo effect of the movie and all that. But yes, a very funny and annoying thing is that because when I was working on the review, I was taking footage from my phone, and then I activated the speak to chat feature on my earbud. So when I speak, it will automatically pause the content and then turn into ambient sound mode. So yeah, I have to wait for 15 seconds before it goes off. So yeah, I turned it on and I forgot to turn it off, and then it's connected to my MacBook, which I can't turn off the speak to chat feature, and then my phone is off. So throughout that movie, when I accidentally say something, the movie just paused, and then I have to wait for 15 seconds before I can actually continue watching. I was like, oh fuck. That happens for like 5-6 times. It was so funny. Yeah, that's a very stupid thing. But then, yeah, overall it's an amazing night. It's an amazing night. Yeah, it's an amazing night. Yeah, and then yeah, after finishing that, I was just typing on Twitter like, oh my god, why am I suddenly so into teenage romance movie? Like tears.
Yeah, if it isn't about the tweet, I guess I won't know you sleep so late.
Yeah. But I still kept my phone off. I think I'll go into why my phone is turned off later at the insight section. So yeah, this like just I don't know, a pretty exciting day for me. I guess yeah, I consider this a reward, and then yeah, a very rewarding session, I guess. It's considered very rewarding for me. Yeah.
But are you tired today?
I was worried about that. Yes, okay. Yeah, actually, I was gonna talk about that. I forgot about this part, and then now you reminded me. So originally, I was worried that I will be tired and all this, because in the end, I slept for how long? Slept at 3, and then I woke up at like 7 or 8. So yeah, it was like 4 or 5 hours ish. So I was worried that I'll be tired. Yeah, in the end, I was okay. Surprisingly, I'm not sure why. So I even thought of like messaging you, that telling you that if I haven't wake up by 3 p.m, you should just like call me and then call or wake me up to do a podcast. And then no, it's actually you that wake up later than me.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a pretty positive day for me. So that's why I'm so happy, and then I'm quite energized. But I still got my 30 minutes nap in the afternoon.
But overall, you're very energetic.
Yes, of course. For some reason, yeah, just that movie. Oh my god, it's so good. But I do look forward to watching that Japanese movie with you, the Japanese teenage romance. That's a sad though. It's a sad romance movie.
Did you cry when you watched that?
That one. Did I tear? I won't say I cried. I don't really like using the word cry. Cry for me is like, oh, you
like you're super sad.
So, pardon, what?
Like you are super sad.
Yes, yeah, super sad, and then you burst into tears. So the tears keep on flowing and all that. That's crying for me. I prefer saying I teared a little bit, but did I tear during yesterday one? I definitely did. That Japanese movie, I actually forgot.
Okay.
I actually forgot. Yeah, but it's fine. Okay, so I believe it should be time. It should be time that we go into the topic directly. I talk too much about my story.
Finally.
I'm just a bit anxious to share by my story. Yeah. So yes, what are we talking about today?
Okay, we will be talking about how to be smart lazy, not unproductive lazy. Yes.
Okay, can you actually define both of this?
Well.
Or do you have no idea because I actually made this topic?
I think lazy is a very normal thing, like a human nature, human thing. Everyone do that. I don't know if there's anyone in the world that actually don't feel lazy at all.
I believe it's possible, but yeah, those are outliers. Definitely, it's not a thing that human generally will come out with. Yeah, not something that human will be born with.
Well, for the term smart lazy and unproductive lazy, from what I think smart lazy probably is like something that, although you are still being lazy, but it's something still good and probably something nice for you yourself. Yeah. Unproductive lazy, maybe you're just like wasting time. But how you define wasting time is another thing.
Yes, I pretty much agree. So yeah, I guess this is a topic I kind of that was inspired by my friend, because yeah, certain kinds of lazy, you are really saving time and all this. You are not conforming to the usual way of doing things, but then it actually helps you in achieving that goal easier. Yeah, so it doesn't. You're still doing something, and it maybe it makes you faster, but because it's but that action might seems that it's lazy, make people think that you're lazy, but then actually you're doing that thing easier. And then unproductive lazy is basically you're just lazy. It doesn't contribute much to everything, basically, like that. Yeah, so this is like the key inspiration to this topic. But yeah, I would just want to ask you one question, because this is, I think, when I was with my friend, and then we talked about sunflower seeds. So both of us eat sunflower seeds. So when you eat sunflower seed, one process is that you have to break the shell, and then you get the seed from the inside, because that's what you eat, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, we talked about that. And then I said, like, yeah, it's quite fun where you can just like open the shell and then eat that. And then he just said that I actually don't break open the shell. I just eat the whole thing.
Oh.
Which which for me, I'm not very sure biologically, but at least from the surface level, I think that this is considered smart lazy because, as long as you munch you kind of break the shell enough into smaller pieces, as long as it doesn't cut through your throat or cut through your stomach and all that, I think it's safe because, well, the shell might be a bit dirty, but it's not really anything that's unhealthy, I believe. So yeah, I consider this like not entirely smart lazy, but then at least it's not something that's dumb lah. Yeah. Just like prawn. So
I was about to say about prawn.
We need to remove the prawn shell, which is a very annoying thing, and then that is the one reason why I dislike eating prawns. I'll literally not choose a prawn dish if I want to open up the shell, but then I wouldn't want people to open it up for me as well. I know that you love it. I know that you love it. Yeah, I'll cut open the shell for you. I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Yay.
I'll do that for you. I don't mind. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just lazy to do that for myself. So I have experienced times where I just like literally eat the whole prawn together with the shell. Of course, I remove the head and the tail, and then whatever shell that's left in the middle part, because it's just like so cumbersome to just like remove the shell. So I just like munch the whole thing in. But I do make sure that I spend more time munching on the shell because I want to make sure that I break it into small pieces so it doesn't cut my throat and all that. I consider this a smart lazy, not a unproductive lazy. Yeah, I'm not sure what's your opinion on this. So what's your opinion on this?
Well, from what you say, I think it's okay as long as it doesn't hurt you. Yeah. For sunflower seed, I don't see that as a problem actually. Yeah, as long as it's okay for you to
digest.
Yes.
Doesn't cut your throat and you can swallow it. You can digest it. Yeah, that should be fine.
And I believe I don't know what's the right way to eat sweet potato, but I know some people like you eat the whole thing, right? But for me, because since young I didn't do that, so I cannot. I have to peel off the skin.
Yeah. Okay. In your case, you are confined by the social norm. You're confined by your own habits. That's why you don't step outside of your comfort zone. It's kind of like that, isn't it?
I think.
And for us, it's because we are lazy. That's why we step outside our comfort zone, and then we realize that actually this is actually fine. It's not like affecting much. Like even eating kiwi. Before that, I either peel off the skin or I cut it into half and then like just scoop it out. And then one day I just realized that wait, let me just search up, can I just eat kiwi with the skin directly? So yeah, online says that it's actually fine. I just remove the sticker, I cleaned it up, and then I just eat the whole thing. Saved me a lot of time. So yeah, I consider this smart lazy because I mean, I would say that I kind of dislike the reason that you gave, like because you did it since young, so you can't overcome the thought of doing a new way.
It's not because I cannot do it the new way. I tried before, but the feeling is not okay for me.
Isn't that still like
the texture?
Yeah, basically it's still that you don't accept it because of your previous habit and all that. You don't like change and all this. You can't really accept the change. That's why you can't accept the flavor and all that. Yeah. Yeah. But I do understand that you're more of the following rule type. I would literally do. I would accept change. I would really accept change if it's like more convenient and all that. Like just like for all this stuff, like eating the whole sunflower seed, eating prawn, and eating kiwi with skin on. The texture is definitely different. So for you might choose not to do it this way because the texture is different. But for us, no, we would just do it anyways because it actually saves us time. Yeah, saves us time and effort. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I consider this smart lazy. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, to other people, I just see that, damn, you're just being lazy. But for me, this is actually smart lazy. It saves me time. Like, why not, brother?
But I know there's no just one way of living and eating or anything. So whatever you like and it doesn't hurt you or hurt anyone else, then just go ahead.
yeah, I understand that. But yeah, I really dislike. I mean, not to offend you. I mean, like, people are like that. But personally, I just dislike people that just like kind of dislike change because of one reason. Like, oh, they cannot accept change and something like that. Yeah, but like because of one small thing. The texture. I mean, you can get used to it. You can get used to it, right? Like, that's easy. That's why we are human. Like, we are adaptive beings and all this. So yeah, that's why we can like just do anything. We improve.
Well, I get your point, but if you say like this, then you are forcing everyone else to do the way you do, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying my opinion. I'm just saying that, yeah, like, humans, we are just adaptive being. So like, you not accepting change is like, you're not being adaptive enough. Yeah, you're like, you're not accepting to change. You're not improving, something like that. I'm just telling you that I'm not asking you that you must do that, but I'm just saying, like, my opinion why I dislike. I don't think that people should have this excuse where like, oh, I decided not to change because of this one small reason. Yeah, basically that.
Okay.
Because I believe that humans are adaptive beings. We have survived like past all these centuries because we are able to adapt to various change in the weather, in the terrain, in the environment and all this. So yeah, why can't we just like accept small things like a change in texture in our food? Yeah, like, otherwise I would just tell you that otherwise it can easily argue that you just won't go into space because you dislike the texture of the food in space, isn't it?
Wait, no.
Because like the food in space totally tastes different. Like, it's bland and all this. Like, imagine people just tell you that, yeah, I just dislike I dislike the bland food. That's why I'm not going into I'm not being an astronaut.
No. Okay, my point is if I have a choice, then I won't do it. But if I don't, then I'm okay with doing it. You get me? Because now I have the choice. I want to peel or not, ma. Right?
Yeah, but then you basically you can kind of say that you would prefer in an ineffective way just for a short-term gratification instead of a more effective way for a long-term gratification, something like that, isn't it?
Okay, if you
have choice, if you have the choice, you would choose not to be an astronaut because of the bland food. But if I like, you must be an astronaut, then you just go with the bland food. So you would choose not to step forward if you have the choice, basically like that. And then, like, for me and I guess my friend, we are those that we would choose to step forward because we prefer stepping forward regardless of whatever consequences that we may need to face.
No, okay, no.
Okay,
if today being an astronaut is something that I want, then no matter what, it's not because I'm forced to be an astronaut. It's because I want to be an astronaut. That I can do anything with, eating the plain food or whatever. But if today this is just something not I want, then why do I still force myself if I have the choice?
But you're basically how do I say this? Let me find the term for it. Without doing this, you're not progressing forward. You're like sticking not to change without changing anything. You're keeping to your old norms and all this. You're keeping to the old ways of doing this. Like, since the old way is good enough, and then no one is is like holding a gun on my head asking me to use the new way, I'll just like Yeah, let's go the old way then. You don't move forward because you basically you prefer to stay with whatever you have because you just prefer to stay with whatever you have. You don't just move forward because you think that's what we're supposed to do, isn't it?
Huh? Wait. I'm confused. Repeat your last sentence again.
Okay, so basically you think that since I'm so comfortable this way, I'll just stay this way instead of moving forward, which is what we all others prefer to do because we think that we're humans, we're supposed to move forward. It's better for us to change, to find ways to improve ourselves. You just like you're just more of those person that you prefer to settle with what you're comfortable with.
I cannot totally agree with you because
why?
Okay, like eating this part is just a very small thing to me. So I don't care if I improve on my eating or not, Yeah. But if you put it into other aspects in life, I don't see myself stopping at one point, not improving myself though. Did I?
I mean,
it's a bit unfair to generalize this small thing into such a big thing. Yeah.
I mean, okay, this is a bit complicated, but in things where you just don't care, you just settle with whatever not really you don't care lah, but there's a lot of things where you just like you're just I'm fine with it. Then you won't find ways to improve. Where I have to be honest with that, you won't find ways to improve on things. If you are not interested in them. Whereas I'm always more of the person that try to improve on things. We try to find ways to do better things and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand because from actually after reading these Surrounded by Idiots, I can understand that you're more of the green personality type where you just like you settle with. You are someone that you're one of the most common personality type in the world. You settle with things as they are. You don't really want change. It's best for things to just go normal. You're more of those kind of people where you just don't kind of see change. You don't see change, you don't do change and all that. That's why I think the smart lazy thing is a bit hard for you to see. You can't even see what is smart lazy in most of the time, unless people actually point it out to you. You can actually do this, do things this way. Then you realize like, whoa, okay. But whereas people like me, because we generally, I guess the smart lazy thing can be taught into another perspective where we are finding ways to improve because we find that this ineffective. That's why we're finding ways to improve. That's why we just find another better way. So it's because we are lazy. That's why we find another better way to improve the efficiency. So we find all those ways to do that. But for you don't. You just like, I'm like, this way is kind of okay. So you just settle it that way. You don't really find the smart lazy way. For example, it's a bit funny. It's actually we're like discussing about like our flaws and all this. Like, but yeah, like example, the Facebook Creator Studio thing. That would have enhances like your life 1,000 times and all this. And you never really discovered it. And then I realized that one of the most recent posts, you actually didn't schedule it for some reason. I'm not sure why. Like for me, definitely I would. This is a very interesting thing in you though. This is a very interesting episode. It's no longer how to be smart lazy, not productive lazy. It's like more on like how Vereen can do better in certain aspect of a task, as explained by Andrew. So yeah, it's like more of an Andrew perspective. Yeah, like for me, definitely, I actually don't understand why you just don't like pre-schedule all your posts like up to a few weeks later. Like even back then when you're helping me schedule like the post for my company's social media, because for me that this it can be a smart lazy thing where you just like, yeah, you schedule it all the way into next month. It's fine. That's why we're doing like a lot. We have a lot of podcast backlog all this while because I prefer this, like we have a lot prepared. So yeah, we know that we are definitely secure. So like even my YouTube videos I prepared all the way until like next week Saturday, so I know I'm fine. But then for you, yeah, at least from my experience, like I'm pretty sure of this because yeah, since when you're managing my company's social media posts and even now, yeah, I never really seen you go further than 1 week. I have no idea. For me, that's actually a smart lazy thing. Like, why not? Like, you can prepare beforehand. Like, you can foresee yourself like completing next week's task this week. You are allowed to do that. There's nothing stopping you. So why not? Yeah. So yeah, that's a smart lazy thing. I think that for some reason you just couldn't see it or something. So yeah. Would you agree on that? Or what's your explanation for not using my so-called smart lazy method?
I'm not going to give any explanation. I guess that there will still be an excuse. Yeah. So I guess
what would be your excuse? What would be your best excuse to this?
No.
I think to you maybe it's not excuse. So but you call it excuse because you think that I will call it. I will consider it as an excuse. So yeah, what would be your best excuse?
Well, I don't have any best excuse. I'm just thinking that I'm just being unproductive lazy.
Okay. Yeah, because yeah, that I think I mean like there is like yeah, that's because I can see that I'm more of a red personality type, so I want to go ahead and do things beforehand and all this. So like what I said, what I think is that people should just like look at the betterment of human, like well, you should do things that ultimately contribute to human growth and all this. So I couldn't really understand that people just don't do that and all that, like people who just think that yeah, you shouldn't do this because rules said that you shouldn't do it. Okay, that's another thing. That's like the blue personality type, or people that just settle with whatever that is comfortable right now, like yeah, this way works, why not just stay it this way? Let's not find another better way and all that. So I mean like it's not like I want to force them into doing my way, but I would say that I don't prefer people doing that way because like I don't think that that's how human is supposed to like live or something like that. But of course I won't like point a gun asking you to do it. That's why like yeah, I like you've been doing that all this while and then I never talk about that. And I was like yeah, like it's because this topic like smart lazy, you talk about we had the argument on why we should why I think people should not should just eat sweet potato with the skin even though they dislike the texture. I guess that's the main spark for this whole conversation. Yeah.
I feel I'm so transparent now.
I'm sorry, but I want to talk about my dark history or tell about the audience and all this. It's okay. Now we're not yet that popular. So average around like 10 something people listen to each episode, and then yeah, it's maybe that 10 at least like for the maybe for the next 1 or 2 years, it's maybe possibly only 200 people listen to this, and you compare it to a percentage of the global population, it's fine.
Okay.
What to share about my dark history and all that. I mean, I know my flaws. Like, yeah, which I rush on things, and yeah, I don't really consider consequences and all that. So one example would be like, yeah, I may just go ahead with what I consider as a smart lazy thing. Let's say let's say for some reason eating sweet potato skin is like harmful, I go ahead and do that because I think that it should be fine. I just think it through my common sense without any verification of that. Sometimes I may do that, and that is the flaw of me as a red personality type, being smart lazy, and then that is a bad thing. Yeah. So I get too far ahead being smart lazy without considering something that I should consider first. Yeah. But at least most of the time, I guess I do some research, but I won't say I do a lot of research. So I just like kind of do some simple research. 1 or 2 websites says that, yeah, it's fine doing this, and then I'll just go ahead with doing that. Yeah, so yes, that is me being smart lazy and not unproductive lazy, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I think everyone has the good and bad part, so.
Yeah, but I do you agree that you can't really see the smart lazy part because of, let's not say it's your problem. I would say that it's because generally the green personality type problem.
Actually, I think yes. Sometimes
you basically you can't really.
Sometimes you tell me something.
You can't see so far ahead.
Sometimes you tell me something, then only I'll realize that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I can't think of an example of what was a something, but yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you just can't see so far ahead. You can't realize that, oh, there's this utopia up there which I can go to. So you're just like kind of okay with what we have right now. Yeah. Whereas sometimes when I see something like, oh my god, this is so revolutionary, and then I'll like go ahead. Or sometimes I'll just think that whether is there a more revolutionary way to do this, something like that. Yeah. I mean, like, I guess like people like Ali Abdal that I believe, yeah, he is like red personality type, and then he's like those smart lazy kind of people where he will constantly try out more stuff, and I believe he does that more than me. He will try out new apps and all this, whereas I don't really. I will do some research and then I will check things out, but then I won't go so in depth as him.
Okay.
Yeah, that is me being smart lazy. I mean like, okay, the smart lazy and unproductive lazy thing, I guess it's a perspective thing as well. From my perspective, because you can't find the smart lazy way, so you're being unproductive lazy. But for you, that is perhaps the best smart lazy method. Because you never thought of a better smart lazy way. So yeah, to you that's a smart lazy way, but to me that's an unproductive lazy, just because you can't see my smart lazy method.
I think it's not only I don't want to see the smart lazy. Sometimes it's I can't see it. Yeah. Sometimes when you tell me something, I can't really see that until you tell me the whole thing.
I understand. Yeah.
Well,
that's why there's actually. I'm not sure if you agree with me on this. So, okay, you finish your sentence first.
Well, I don't know what you think, but from my own perspective, I think that I'm not refusing to get better or do things in a better way, but sometimes I just can't see what you see.
You can't see how good that is. Okay. All right, understand. Yeah, okay, that's one thing which I don't really like to do, is that when I'm asking questions and all this, I don't like giving an example, because when we give an example of the answer, people will try to think it from that example, just like how you may think it, like, because you can't see that answer. So when I give an example, you confine yourself to an answer surrounding that example. So that's why I don't like to give an example, even though I sometimes that example is necessary. Yeah, I will just try to make that person think like, yeah.
I understand.
But in general, I think you just need to learn to break more rules. But I mean you've been doing well from recently. To be honest, after looking at you like applying jobs and all this, you've been breaking rules. I mean, I'm quite impressed with some of the ways you use.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, okay, is this lazy? This is not really lazy. But yeah, this is not really lazy. But I'll just say that this is a revolutionary way, at least for me. So just like cold emailing the companies that you're interested in. For some reason, I never really thought of that because for me from the computer science industry, we are just too pampered with too much job offers that we don't need to cold email our potential employers, and whatever companies that we want to go in, there's usually a career portal there.
Yeah.
Unlike all these companies where you want to work in, the best they have is probably a Facebook page.
Yes. I see some of them
so that kind of forces you into thinking.
Job advertising on Facebook. Like there's a job thing, right? On Facebook. They do that, I see, for a few. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I mean that's considered revolutionary for them. At least they're not like using JobStreet or something. They actually find that, maybe using Facebook is actually better. Yeah, that's cool.
But I don't think this is lazy. It takes me more time and more work.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't think that's actually smart lazy. This is like just a smart method. I mean, smart lazy is like when you are doing things in a way that saves time. I can think of a smart lazy way. So one way which I do is, this is kind of like a stupid smart lazy method. So I think 2 years ago, we were holding the entrepreneurship camp and all that. So we are seeking for mentors, judges and all this, and then we need to send out a lot of emails. So I kind of just copy pasted the email, and then sometimes I forgot to change the details inside the email. There's wrong company, wrong name and all this, and I actually sent it out. That is like the worst mistakes I've ever done. Yeah. Being smart, I mean it's smart way, but then it's like it's too lazy. That I'm too lazy that I didn't even check the details and all that. Yeah, basically that. Oh, sorry. So smart lazy and not unproductive lazy.
But for you, what is unproductive lazy then?
Actually, I'm not sure now. We kind of blurred the line. So, smart lazy is when we try to make things more efficient, and then, unproductive lazy is that when we are just not improving efficiency in any way, or sometimes even just like doing things just to satisfy our short-term gratification. I would say that.
Okay.
Like for example, yesterday when I was lying down. I was lying down on my sofa just because I didn't want to edit the video. I consider that totally unproductive lazy. Whereas another kind of smart lazy you can say is that when I went ahead and go and clear up the stuff in my room, that's considered smart lazy because I am lazy.
But you utilize the time.
I did. I am lazy on doing my editing work, but then still, I spend the time on working on something else. So I did make a contribution in the end. That's what I think.
Well, it makes me think of one thing, but it's not related to smart lazy. Just I think more of the unproductive lazy part. So, there's one day that my brother came and tell me, he just disliked the idea of sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Because he think it's quite a wasting time thing, and then when he is awake, he don't like to just lie down and then watch YouTube or what. He feel it is not okay for him. He has to do something. So
is it your older brother?
Yeah.
He has changed.
No. So he say when he's not on his study or whatever, he spend time on training and all. So that's the time that I gave him the idea that, well, for you, playing games is a training. And it's true because you're there's a goal that you need to fight, and there's something that you want to do with that. But for us, maybe playing games is just one way of me relaxing. So you see that in us, like my youngest brother. So you see that in him as an unproductive way. But yeah, anyhow, maybe it's the same thing, just that how you see that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like the same thing I talk about, like how something that is how something for you that's smart lazy for me is like unproductive lazy. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, interesting though. Interesting. Sleeping all day. Yeah. But there's another thing, like ultimately there's still one thing called achieving balance. I think achieving balance come down to like looking I think how you can look. I think one way of teaching achieving balance is through time, because unlike many things where if you do more you actually gain more time, you just have that much time every single day. So if you do more, you lose some other stuff. So you have to learn to achieve balance in some way. So like I guess I kind of got the inspiration on this topic from what your brother talked about in not enjoying the concept of sleeping. Yeah, last time I don't really enjoy the concept of taking a break also. I just think that when I'm not taking a break, I don't feel productive. But in fact, it's just I don't feel productive, but my body do need that recovery and all that. Yeah, you have to have some sort of balance and all that. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I think we went a bit far-fetched on how to be smart lazy or not productive lazy. But yes, let's just kind of make a wrap up on this. Maybe we should change the title. I wonder, should we do that? But yes, how to be smart lazy, not unproductive lazy. Smart lazy. I mean, how to be smart lazy. At least for me, I just think that as long as a way that you as long as you found a way that is more efficient. So this way is more efficient, and then it doesn't harm you or anyone in any way, then yes, you should go ahead and do that. Yeah. But if we talk about not unproductive lazy, unproductive lazy is basically when you are not contributing much to anything. I mean, sometimes it's okay to have that, like the balance thing.
Yeah.
It's okay to recognize that you want to be lazy, and then it's okay to be lazy. But I think actually, as long as you be smart, as long as you are smart lazy enough, it gives you more opportunity to become unproductive lazy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because you kind of save more time from smart lazy. Like example from last week, because of my smart lazy method of like just do posting up more videos, because I'm lazy of I'm lazy because in a way where I want to have a period of time in the future where I can just like not do anything. That's why I have this smart lazy method of just like uploading 3 videos per week, because I only publish 2 videos a week, and then I upload 3 of them. So definitely one will go in the next week. So definitely I'm preparing more video than I should be. So my smart lazy method kind of come from this. So yeah, since I'm being smart lazy, so in future there's more time for me to be just unproductive lazy. Or I can use those opportunities to be even more smart lazy, and then it kind of just built more lazy time for me. But of course, I have to recognize that after that, I may get burnout, and I have to by preventing that burnout, I have to be unproductive lazy sometimes, which is what I've done last week, where I just didn't do anything. Since the reason of you being smart lazy is for you to be lazy in the future. Most of the time, I guess. So yeah. So what's the purpose of constantly being smart lazy? There'll just be that time which you won't spend in the future. So yeah, it's okay to just be lazy sometimes, as long as you are being smart lazy enough.
Yeah. And then okay, like smart lazy wise, I think what I want to say just now. After listening to what you say, I almost forget what I want to say at first. Oh no, I really forget.
That's bad, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Okay, I really cannot recall. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, okay. I guess it's fine. It's fine. I guess that will be the wrap up for this episode then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yes, do you have any insights for the week?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an insight. Yeah, but I was talking.
It's an insight if you consider it an insight. There's no such thing as a right definition of an insight. I mean, sometimes I talk about bullshit as an insight as well.
So yesterday,
I mean, like, not really bullshit. Okay, let's not use the bullshit to dumb down whatever that I said. Whatever I've said is like more of a casual sharing. But then so sometimes we don't consider our casual sharing a insight, but I still share it as an insight, something like that. And let's not call it bullshit. It's just not nice to consider your own whatever you have done unworthy or something like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday I was talking to a person from my workplace, and then so I'm not sure is it okay to say this. Okay, so he's actually studying and working at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I asked about work-life balance. Does he have that? Seems like very busy though. Working and studying at the same time. Yeah. And studying full time.
Okay.
So
then
he said so he dislikes studying, so working is for him to distress. Because you like the thing so much, so it helps you to distress.
Yeah, it distresses you. Understand. Okay.
So I think it is very interesting. Although for me, I still prefer work-life balance. I don't know, is it because I'm quite into HR part, and I think it is one thing that HR likes to do also.
Oh, okay. I understand. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I did. It's just a comedy. So there's this comedy TV show called The Office, and then the boss of the company. So they're talking about the lives of the employees in a company called Dunlop and Mifflin, something like that. They are a paper company. They sell paper and all that. So the boss in that company likes doing sales so much that he has a hobby of going to become a telemarketer on one of his days. Even though he's the boss of the company, he'll just go to a telemarketer company and then just like do sales over there because he loves sales so much that is his hobby. He want to get a satisfaction of doing sales from that job. Yeah, that's like his hobby. So yeah, I mean, I can understand that some people might do this, but yeah, this like whatever I say is from a TV show lah. Yeah, it's just like comedy and all that.
You
can understand, but from perspective, I can understand that. Like, it's kind of great though. Yeah, like doing your job as if it's a hobby.
Yeah,
it helps you to distress.
Yeah,
it's quite cool. Yeah. I mean, like for me, it's different. Like because at least I haven't found a job that can be my hobby because. Because I've my business which I've been running, which I actually recently sold, was about doing refurbished computer, and that used to be a hobby of mine. But now once it turned into work, I don't really enjoy it anymore, so it's a bit weird. I mean, if it's flexible for me to do how much I want, that would be fun for me. But having to fix the computer, make sure that it's running fine, and then need to repair all that. Yeah, it's not that fun anymore. I'm not sure why. So I'm still.
I believe it might be because of there's a lot of stuff that is still related to that. It's not just you finishing that one computer and it's done.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, probably because of that. Yeah, actually that's true because I think. I need to consider a lot of factors.
Yeah.
If I'm just a small screw of the whole machine, then maybe I will be satisfied. But I'm operating as if I'm like the the whole machine. So yeah, not really that satisfying. But yeah, my insight is basically that, because last week on my personal blog, if you guys are interested, you can go and check it out on our podcast page. It's actually a Substack blog. I used to write like one blog per day, but then now I cut down to like one blog per week. I actually realized that waking up early is, sleeping early is as hard as waking up early.
Yes.
Because when we try to wake up early, we always, how do I say this? We always fall for the short-term gratification of sleeping longer. Yeah. But when we try to sleep early, we always fall for the short-term gratification of doing more work, doing stuff you haven't done, or like scrolling through your phone, watching another video and all this. So basically it's the same thing. When you're awake, you fall for the short-term gratification of continually being awake. And when you're asleep, you fall for the short-term gratification of being asleep, something like that. So yeah, so the way to wake up is to make sure that it interrupts you, that you can wake up. So it kind of just like force you out of your bed. So as long as you're forced out of the bed, it increases your chance to wake up fully, and then you won't fall back to sleep. So same thing applies to falling asleep. The way to make you fall asleep is to make sure that there's nothing for you to do. So that you have nothing to do, so you go ahead and fall asleep. That's why now because mainly the short term, the distraction is my phone, so I set my phone to just turn off at 10 p.m. So, but it requires some discipline as well, because of course all that phones allow you to like override their function, so we can just cancel the option and then let it continue using and all this. Yeah, so I have the discipline to see that notification and just leave it there to just shut it down. So yeah, and it's been working well. So now after 10, I won't be able to use my phone.
And his girlfriend cannot find him Facebook. Also.
Yes, that's a bit sad. That's a bit sad. Yeah, but that's why I kept it off. And then yesterday I used Twitter. I used MacBook to tweet to make a tweet, because on my phone there's just so much distraction. It's so easy. You can go Facebook. Yes. You can just scroll it. It's just a tap of a button. On the MacBook, it's different. You have to think of, okay, what should I do now? It's not a button for you to press. It's a word for you to type. You need to think, maybe I can check out Facebook. So let's go to the URL bar and then just type out Facebook and then click onto it, all that. But on phone, it's different. Everything is a button. So it's so easy to just fall into auto trap. So yeah. The best approach would be just like literally schedule all your devices to shut down at that time. But for me, at least, after turning off my phone, I was able to just sleep at 10:30, which this is an insight. So basically, it's the same thing like waking up early and sleeping early. You just always fall for the short-term gratification of doing something. Yeah, and it works for me. Yeah, cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's it for this episode. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm not sure did we really touch on how to be smart lazy and unproductive lazy. There's no really one method to be smart lazy. As long as it's just increasing efficiency, then it's fine. And since you have already increased efficiency, there's more time for you afterwards to prevent burnout. Those time are for you to be unproductive lazy, where you just like enjoy things. Yeah. If you're really enjoying the time, like let's say if you're using so-called unproductive lazy time to like reading a book where you really enjoy, it's actually contributing. You're not being unproductive as well. Yeah. It contributes somehow to your life as well.
Oh, now I know what I forget.
Oh, okay. Yep. It's late, but I'm not too late. So yeah, please share your thoughts.
Okay, so this one I want to say, being smart lazy as long as you do something that has value to you. It's okay that if others think it's unproductive, but lazy, but as long as it actually brings some value to you. For example, in my brother's case,
I mean, I won't really agree with that. I'll say that smart lazy is like 150% 150%. So your case is being 100%. So when you're doing something with value, it's like utilizing it 100%. Utilizing the same time 100%. But when you're using smart lazy, you're utilizing the time 150%. So I mean, that's not being unproductive. Unproductive, you're like utilizing a time like 10% or something like that. For I mean, like from the time you only get 10% out of the value. So when you're doing something you enjoy, you're getting 100% out of the value. So when you're like reading a book when you actually enjoy it, all that. Like yesterday when I'm clearing my room and all that. But by being a smart lazy, let's say when I realize that, I can actually just like schedule all my videos and all this, I am utilizing the time 150%. So in one of the 50%, which I saved up for the future, then I can like use that for really like 10% work, 10% unproductive work, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you agree with me? Or
yes,
was I just being an asshole? Not thinking that is smart lazy.
I think if you want to really say how to be, then maybe taking the 150% thing as a way to define it can help people to see how to be.
Yeah, basically when you're able to create more value in one. Like the laziness allows you to find another way to create more value at the same amount of time. So now instead of spending 3 seconds to eat a sunflower seed by swallowing it directly, you can just like eat the sunflower seed in 1 second. So that's actually you're getting 300% value with the same time. But I mean like that's how it started, the smart lazy thing. But yes, I guess that'll be the end of this episode then. So hope you guys enjoyed. Do share in your opinions and all this. Send us an email, drop us a message on our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter.
Or even commenting is fine.
Yes, commenting on Facebook is fine. So actually, even on our Anchor, you can leave a voice message, something like that, which we can actually listen. So yes, I guess that'll be the end of this episode. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you're not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye-bye. Alright, so yeah.
What?
How do you feel after this episode? Being so transparent. I mean, I was being transparent. That kind of revealed whatever that you're like, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can reveal whatever. I'm pretty much okay with that. So. Glad that you're okay with this. Otherwise, you can just end the call directly, stop recording, and then like leaving me here like, oops, okay, I've done something wrong, I guess.
Well, I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if I'm not okay, I'll still tell you before I do that.
Okay. Yeah, anything you want to talk about?
No.
That's end here then.
Okay.